Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Over the years, I've had several people ask me how to make it like a neon sign. And I think I've done it a couple of times or at least one time, but I came up with this idea kind of like a brick wall. So I'm going to make a copy of my brick wall and move it back. And you can see I got a yellow transparency on it, just kind of make it look glowing. And there's probably 10 ways to do this, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit P, put them both in the center of the page. Let's see, it's the letters are 13. I want to make so I'm going to make a duplicate of this and move it over and another duplicate of that. Then I'm going to take the original one and make it yellow. And I'm going to go to effects and blur and Gaussian blur it quite heavily, as you can see, maybe even more than that. And you can go to a point where it almost becomes transparent. Then I'm going to take the second one and make it yellow, but I'm not going to Gaussian blur it as much. And the last setting you used on Gaussian blur will be it. So you're going to need to bring this in. So the letters are almost more recognizable. Then move it over. And you can see it's on top. So we have a more blur on the outside. And then you could take the last one and actually make it white. And then I'm going to hold down the control button and click one time yellow. Then I'm going to put it on top. And that's pretty much the meat of the thing. I'm going to take a rectangle. And you know what? Let's do that. Let's try an oval. And hit P, put it in the center of the page. And let's turn it yellow. Take away the outline. Let's go to our transparency tool and make it a little transparent. You know, that's not going to work, but you know, maybe I wonder if I Gaussian blur it heavily. If it would just, I'm trying to mimic like the light that's coming off of it. I don't think that's going to work. So let's just forget about that one. I'm going to have to do basically the whole wall. So I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm going to fill it in with yellow. And then I'm going to go effects, blur. No, forgot what I was doing. I just need to go to transparency and make it transparent. And see, it kind of gives the effect. Now I've got one more thing I'm going to try. You take the interactive fill tool. You're still set on that color, but then go to elliptical and then kind of put that in the center. And it's kind of, what if we put yellow on both ends? You know what, I wonder if we put a white here. That doesn't look half bad. I don't, you know, I've lost my yellow glow of the whole wall. I wonder if I can, I'm just experimenting here. Let me put this back on and then do the transparency on the whole wall quite heavily. So the whole wall has got a little bit of a yellow sheen. And I'm by far not that knowledgeable in this, but that does look like a neon sign on a brick wall. And I'm going to try to, I'm trying to grab my text. Well, what I'm going to have to do is just nudge everything out of the way. And then grab my text. Okay, I've got it. And then I'm going to add one more yellow by holding it on the shift key and left clicking the mouse. Maybe a couple. Now I've totally messed up. Oh, my yellow. Okay, let's move that over. Move that over. And move this back. I don't know. It's better than I thought it was going to come out, but there's probably some other things you could do. Let's try nudging the text out of the way. Getting our, okay, well, I'm going to leave that there. So this is our biggest one. Let's take and hold down the shift key and kind of grow it. That might be too much. And then move it back over. Yeah, that's too much, but I still, one thing I like about Corel, the last thing you moved is still selected. And if I had I wonder if we just took the transparency off the wall, if that wouldn't look better. And of course, if our wall was darker. Anyway, kind of cool. I hope that helped a little bit someday, and thank you for watching.